Whenever we do development, it can be very threatening to those that feel like they're being pushed out or being displaced. And I think what you describe as a model of reassuring your residents that they don't have, that their home is going to be here, that they are going to return after the renovation is done. It's just a very caring, thoughtful way, and I think it's a great model for all of us. And so thank you very much for that. And I just have to say, look through the window here, that is much nicer than my kitchen at home. That is very nice. You guys have done a great job. And I'm very happy to be here with Phil Mendelson, who represents the whole city and does it with a big heart and with a lot of knowledge and background. Phil's been here for a while. Phil does a great job on the council. And with my good friend and mentor, H.R. Crawford, who served on the council before us and who is able to still give us wisdom about what we ought to be doing and what we could be doing better. And it's always good to be with H.R. Crawford. And with our Commander Kishner here, who right off the bat, as the council member for Ward 6, and now that you're part of Ward 6, he's done a great job of alerting me, saying, council member, this happened here, some residents may need some help there, and you have a very good commander, very professional commander, but certainly keeps in good touch with me to be sure that we get the services to residents when they need them, when things happen. Thank you, Commander. I think that the main thing that I just want to go over is that while we have more and more affordable housing in the area, that we have to be sure that the building can be nice on the inside, but we've got to be sure that it's safe and welcoming on the outside. And that's part of my role. And I think that what we have to do, and I think we've got funding to do it on 9th Street, but we got to do it on 7th Street too, is that we have to change the infrastructure. A lot of how we built cities and roads over the past 50 years is that the lighting is for cars. That's the Cobra lights that go over the roads instead of the lighting for pedestrians, which we have to get onto the sidewalks. And so my highest priority, especially for this neighborhood, is for 9th Street and 7th Street to get a makeover along the street, to change the streetscape so that we get bright lighting up and down the streets, and then obviously to be a more welcoming area, and then we get more eyes on the street. And I know that in Ward 6, we're taking the approach of really kind of getting more people out on the sidewalks and going places and more amenities, that we get more people we get outside, the less crime there is, because it's not great to commit a crime when 50 witnesses see you do it. And so it really is about our buildings doing their part to get the lighting in the alleys and cameras on the outsides of the buildings as well. But it's also the government's part to really change the environment so that you feel safe. Whenever you go out for, to get, a gallon of milk or to get what you need, and you go to the metro, anything that you do, that your residents have to feel safe. And that is, I know, your goal for inside the buildings, my goal outside of the buildings. We'll do that together. And I know that this works in this approach. When I first became a council member, Diane Grooms was the commander for Ward 6. And she is here today as our assistant police chief. And Diane, welcome, and it's good to see you. But together, we had the greatest drop in crime over the past few years from Ward 6 than any other ward in the city. And that is because we worked together in getting our residents, our buildings, our merchants, and everyone involved in getting people interacting outside of the buildings, not just inside the buildings. So that will be my priority, is that we do that, and then also that I'll be responsive to you and to your residents, that if you need me to come to any meeting in your buildings, that I'm happy to do that, but also if there's a problem, to call me. And who many of you already know, I've got Naomi Mitchell here, who is my kind of community organizer, and she goes to the ANC meetings. She actually seems to like to do that, but she goes to the ANC meetings, she'll go to any tenant meeting, and she is available if you have residents that have needs and for my office to respond. So we're going to have a very productive partnership together. I'm really excited to be representing this area as well, that you're now part of Ward 6, and I know that we can continue to do great things together, preserve our affordable housing in ways that reflect our values, to be sure that it's great housing for all of our residents, and that the outside of your buildings are safe, welcoming, and that we really create a great place for all your residents, and all our residents to live. So thank you.